this contest between the Avalanche and the Ottawa Senators. Iginla's shot gets blocked and hooked out to center ice by the Sens. Hayter retrieves the puck at the blue line. Going to chip it ahead for Duchesne. Got past Tien. Colorado changing up the forward line. Ottawa beginning their breakout. Bobby Ryan signed a big contract in the offseason. Has his pocket pick taken away on the near side by Briere. Where MacKinnon shot, score! What a great looking shot. And the Avalanche have a 1-0 lead over the Ottawa Senators, taking just a minute 25 to happen for Alex Tanguay. That goal ties him with Dale Hunter for 9th all-time in franchise history.
You know, this is Bobby Ryan, that risk and reward way a game that he plays. He has the puck. He's coming out. He should have chipped that puck off the wall. Instead, he tried to make a little extra move. The Avalanche stripped the puck. A nice little passing play right here. That is a beautiful pass by MacKinnon through the legs of the defenseman. And Alex Tanguay, Mike, we have seen for so long. He has got...
Well, Pickard gets it. He got a couple extra seconds there to get warmed up, and he is ready to go as much as he could possibly be. Shot, save, and so another shot gets blocked. So that did not take long for Calvin Pickard to take a shot, and it was a laser from the blue line. Push straight, chance down low. Lazar circling behind the net. And the puck scooped up, played back to the point. Shot got through the front of the net, but it hit MacKinnon. He's stunned. Shot blocked in front of the net. Avs have done a nice job blocking some shots to the point. Sent across. That one goes off the blocker of Pickard towards the corner. Scooped up by Curtis Lazar. Early in the contest, Avs are able to change guys up. MacKinnon has gone to the bench along with some other Avalanche players as they change. Meanwhile, Turris cutting in. He shoots, and that one zipped wide of the net.
But this is, he's in it deep now, Mike. If there's anything wrong with Barrack, we're going into Montreal, the Avalanche do, and that's going to be it's just a zoo when Patrick Roy is involved in Montreal.
O'Reilly booms a shot, and Anderson able to make the save. Up to the corner, bouncing puck got away from MacArthur, who was first to it, put up the boards, and then tipped away, and here comes John Mitchell. Mitchell breaking in, he shoots, he hits the post, it bounced off by Anderson and in! John Mitchell, what an introduction back to the lineup for Mitchell. He scores a short-handed goal, and the Avalanche lead 2-0. How about that? Boy, we've seen some unusual things happening in this game. Mitchell is yet to play this season, comes in and pays immediate dividends.
And what an effort. I mean, that's Carl. I mean, he just burst by. Everybody trying to get back, and then they get maybe a little lucky because it bounced off the post. But what an effort by Mitchell. And that's Carlson trying to get him. And Carlson Kutcher trying to crawl up in the Central Division. Ottawa is trying to get into the playoffs.
Save, and bouncing, and it's in. Pickard made the stick save. It went straight up in the air, dropped behind him, and Ottawa got to the puck first before the Avs defense could help Pickard. And the Senators have scored their first home ice goal of the season. And now it's a 2-1 game.
Let's have a look at it again as the Avalanche, Mike, you know, it's one thing to try to stand in strong, but like, they've lost a couple faceoffs in the offensive zone that have led directly to scoring opportunities. This kid Lazar, Mike, he's a really interesting young guy. He was in the Memorial Cup last year. He was the MVP. Well, who was the MVP?
11:01, Smith from Lazar for Ottawa, even strength, and it's 2-1. Now a power play chance for the Sens. Mark Stone moves the puck around the boards, comes up to the near side wing. MacArthur to the point. Shot! Nice glove save made by Pickard to the corner. Zibanejad chopped it back. Nice play. Slid across for Carlson. Power play for Ottawa. Behind the slot. Shot! Save! Rebound loose in front, and it is underneath. Did Pickard have it? Well, there was a pile of players there in the crease. MacKinnon behind his back pass for O'Reilly. Side of the net. Centered. Shot by Landeskog. He scored! The third different type of goal in this game for the Avs, and the first of the season. for Gabe Landeskog as the Avs now lead 3-1. A shorthanded goal, even strength, and now a power play goal.
And they now have scored more goals in this period than they scored in any game so far. They'd scored 4 goals the first 4 games. They got 3 in the first period here against the Ottawa Senators. Mike, as you said, all 3. I mean, good shot. That was deflected maybe a little bit. Anderson maybe got a little bit unlucky, but good puck movement for the Avalanche. And how about for Nathan MacKinnon? Now, a couple of assists in tonight's game. Landeskog gets his first.
First to the puck, centered out in front. Batted around, up the wall. Briere's out of the penalty box. The Avalanche penalty killing 4 for 4. Briere shot, glove save made by Anderson. 10 seconds left in the penalty on Borowiecki. Barry moving his way in front. Shot save made by Anderson. Kept in play along the far side wall. Thrusted back, one-timer, and off the shoulder. Goaltender Calvin Pickard. Puck squeezed free, back to the slot. Sent across for Carlson. He moves in, he shoots, knocked down, shot scored on the rebound. David Legwand scores the power play goal, and now it's 3-2.
Well, on this one, Pickard has it. Right? He grabbed it, he went to grab at it, and it seemed to pop out of his hand. At least that's what it looked like from here. Let's watch Pickard. Puck goes across, comes up. Maybe it was deflected. He went to reach for it. Was it deflected down? Because suddenly it seemed to be up high, and all of a sudden it just comes right across, and Legwand picks up his first goal at point with his new club.
Yes, off the skate of Phillips, who had to retrieve back out and gave away the puck to O'Reilly. Just handed it to him. O'Reilly circles behind the net. Pass shot off the post by MacKinnon. Punched out to center by Johnson. Quick pass by Carlson for Ryan. Dropped it. James on. Down low. Shot and no! Wow, what a save! What a save by Pickard. Robbing the Sens of a tying goal. And it bounces for Duchesne. Sends it out to center for Jamie McGinn. He's had a strong game. Crashing into the corner. Puck comes free. Neal pass over the line for Carlson coming wide. He shoots, stick save by Pickard. And Nick Holden being hounded on the near side by Legwand, who takes away the puck. Centering, and the shot is stopped by Pickard on the chance by Eric Condra. Turris chasing the puck. Runs into Eric Johnson. Avalanche have it. Hayter gets bumped. Stone steals away the puck. Center shot by MacArthur. Bounced on net. Rebound and another save made by Pickard. And the puck run out to center right. Turned back over. The Avalanche gets the puck. Flipped in by Johnson. He's slowed up. Cody Ceci then comes out in the center. 3-on-2 for Ottawa. Ryan on the off wing. Shot. Score! This game is tied at 3. That was a goal scorer's goal by Bobby Ryan, his first of the season.
And over the course of, we saw it last game with Phil Kessel. We saw it tonight with Ryan. The idea is, you say, how did that go in? Well, it goes in because they're Bobby Ryan and Phil Kessel. A quick turn. Now here's where the Avalanche made the mistake. It's a 3-on-2 going the other way. So the defensemen have to give the blue line, wait for some support from behind, and Ryan just fires that one home. And now we've got the juice going again in this arena. Just enough of a screen when Ryan shot that puck to get it just by Pickard. And now
Wall kept in by Ottawa in the slot. Poke checked away by the Avs. Steal made by Ottawa. Cutting in is Stone. Moving wide to the right, looking to make a play. Center, tipped on net, scored by Ottawa. Mark MacArthur redirected it. And it is 4-3 for the Sens.
Michael, what a frantic pace this game has taken on here in this third period.
This has not become just a defensive slam down third period, has it?
No, we saw it start first shift of the game. There are chances at both ends. Turris has a good chance right there. They're coming in waves right now against the Avalanche. And then finally the goal. Interesting play right there. He could have hammered Iginla, but he decided to go after the puck, and then it's just chipped home.
Steele. Bounce pass, looking for the empty netter.